Greetings friends, today I Srijan Sharma of grade 10A would like to explain you all about bases. So let's get started. Well friends, what is a base? Well, a base is a substance which when dissolved in an aqueous solution increases the concentration of hydroxide ions. Well, the examples of bases can be the magnesium hydroxide, the calcium hydroxide and many other bases are there. So this was the definition of bases. Well, the bases now can be divided into two major categories: the strong base and the weak base. The strong base is a type of a base where the rate of production of hydroxide ions is more, whereas just opposite to the strong base, in weak base, it is a type of a base in which the rate of production of hydroxide ions is less. Well, the example of a strong base can be magnesium hydroxide, whereas the example of a weak base can be calcium hydroxide. Well, friends, now let's talk about similarities of acids and bases. So, if we talk about the similarities, the first similarity can be that they both react with the litmus paper. As we know that an acid, when it reacts with litmus paper, it turns the blue litmus paper to red, whereas when a base reacts with litmus paper, it turns the red litmus paper to blue. Then the second similarity can be that they both are compounds. Then the third similarity is that they both release ions when they are dissolved in an aqueous solutions. They are also electrolytes, that means they conduct electricity. They are the good conductors of electricity. Then the last similarity can be that they both undergo neutralization reaction when they are combined, such as when an acid reacts with a base, they form salt and water, and the same is with the base. When a base reacts with acid, the same products are formed. These were the similarities of acids and bases. We're talking about the properties of bases. Well, the bases, when they react with fats, they form soap solution and glycerol. This process is known as saponification. Then the second property can be that when a base reacts with phenolphthalein, it turns the color to pink. When it reacts with litmus, it turns it to blue, and when it reacts with bromethol, then also it turns it to blue. Well, the dilute solutions of bases are bitter. The base is highly corrosive in nature and it feels soapy when you apply base. The bases, they neutralize acids, that is, they neutralize the effect of the acids. Well, these were all the properties of bases. Well friends, talking about the uses of bases. So sodium hydroxide, which is a base, is used to make soap and paper mainly, and it is also used to make the products which are used to unclog drains. Then secondly, if we talk about magnesium hydroxide and aluminium hydroxide, they are found in antacids, which neutralize the effect of acids to prevent heartburn. Then if we talk about ammonia, well, ammonia is used in household cleaners and it is also used to make fertilizers. Then if we talk about lastly about calcium hydroxide is used to make the plaster and cement. So these were the uses of bases. Now in this video we discussed what is a base, then we discussed the differentiation of a strong base and a weak base, then we discussed the similarities between an acid and a base, then we discussed the properties of bases, and then at last we discussed